It's Cece's Spooktacular October month-long thingamajig Halloween-themed video event. Hey guys, it's Cece, and welcome to another edition of If You Like That, Try This. This month I am doing a Halloween party edition. In case you don't know what If You Like That, Try This is, it's pretty much all right there in the title. I pick a theme. I say, if you like this in the theme, then you will like this book based on that. I have done a few other topics. I've done Disney princesses, Disney villains. I did one based on music, and I will leave the link to the playlist of all those other If You Like That, Try This videos on the screen so you can go and watch those. But today I am doing Halloween Party Edition, and let me explain a little bit more what that means. So today you're getting a scenario. Halloween is happening. Halloween is around the corner, which is wonderful, and you are going to a Halloween party. Today I am recommending books to you based on what your favorite thing to do is at that Halloween party. You with me? Okay, I have 6 possible activities that you might want to do at a Halloween party, and I'm going to be recommending a book for each of those activities, so let's just jump right in and start recommending. First of all, perhaps your favorite thing about going to a Halloween party is dressing up. Yes, your favorite thing about Halloween parties is the fact that you get to put on a costume, and for the night you get to be someone else. You get to look fancy, you get to look however you want, as long as it's different from how you normally look. If you really love dressing up in costume for Halloween parties, then I recommend that you check out Carrie by Stephen King. Carrie was Stephen King's first published novel, and it is fantastic. It follows a girl named Carrie who discovers that she can move things with her mind, and things go very, very wrong. It is told from a lot of different perspectives. It's told sort of like a crime has been committed and they're collecting a lot of different sources for how to put together what might have happened to cause this terrible, terrible occurrence. It's scary, it's creepy, and I think that you will definitely enjoy it if you love dressing up for Halloween. The next scenario that I have for you is that your favorite part of a Halloween party is dancing the night away. You love to show up, you love to dance, and you are going to be on that dance floor all night long. If you like to be kept up all night long, then I highly recommend that you check out The Merciless by Danielle Vega. Now, The Merciless isn't really a fun time. It's not really about dancing, but it is certainly something that is very high energy, very, very high energy, that is going to keep your attention, and it absolutely will keep you up all night long. Once you start, there is no stopping. So maybe this book is not like regular party dancing, but more like the party dancing that happens in Hocus Pocus when the Sanderson sisters cast that spell on the Halloween party so the parents are dancing all night long. That's kind of what kind of dancing this book is. It is about a group of girls, and they convince this new girl that this friend of theirs is possessed and that they have to perform an exorcism. And so they go to a creepy house and they start performing an exorcism, and things go downhill very quickly. It's suspenseful, it's scary, and it is quite a good time. So, next scenario. You get to the Halloween party, you skip over the dancing, maybe you're in costume, maybe you just threw something together, but the first thing that you do when you walk to the door is you go straight to all the food. Now the thing about party food is that it's super easy to get down. It's like finger food, you can just throw it in there, but it can be supremely satisfying. So if you love eating that Halloween party food, then I recommend that you read A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. This is technically a middle grade series. That is where that easy reading thing comes in. You can get through these super, super quickly, but they are fantastic. Basically, A Series of Unfortunate Events, in case you don't know, follows the Baudelaire orphans. They're orphans, and their closest living relative is this guy named Count Olaf, and they go to live with him, and Count Olaf does not have good intentions, and they kind of have to keep getting themselves out of this situation. There are 13 books in total. It's a fantastic series, and they're making a Netflix show. It's coming out in January, and I'm panicking, but the trailer looks amazing, so. If you love Halloween party food, I think that you'll enjoy A Series of Unfortunate Events. So, another option for the Halloween party, perhaps you are only going to get your drink on. Now, kids, drink responsibly. Do not drink if you are under the legal age to do so in your given country. But the main point is, you're going to this Halloween party to have a good time. And maybe things are gonna feel a little weird after that, because, you know, whatever's happening is just happening. Maybe things seem a little scarier than they actually are, but that's what you came here to do. If your favorite part of going to a Halloween party is having a good drink, then I think that you should read The Dead House by Kurtagich. Barely read The Dead House for the first time, but I highly recommend it. Basically, this is sort of like a found footage type book, but for a book. Yeah, so it basically follows this girl named Caitlin, and as you come to find out, Caitlin has kind of a dual identity thing going on. At night she is Caitlin, and by day she is Carly. And what you were told at the beginning of this book is that some seriously bad stuff went down at Caitlin/Carly's school, and they think Caitlin is responsible, and you are slowly learning what happens. This is through diary entries, through interviews with suspects, and also through transcripts of actual found footage, because someone involved in all of these events was filming. So it is very found footagey. It's super creepy, and you're gonna feel like, what's going on? Everything's a little weird, everything's a little off, and in general it just kind of makes you feel like, what's happening in this book, but I'm scared. So yeah, if you really enjoy those cocktails at your Halloween party, then I think that you should try The Dead House. Perhaps all of these super party-ish type things aren't your deal. So maybe what you like to do at a Halloween party is that you go and you find a quiet corner, maybe just outside, maybe in another room, and you like to get some people together and tell ghost stories. It happens. Okay, maybe I'm stretching. This has got to be one weird Halloween party, but if your favorite thing is finding a group of people and just telling some ghost stories, then I think that you should check out The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. The 13th Tale very much has the vibe of a ghost story. It's about this writer, and she gets a call from another writer named Vita Winter, who's this like recluse author, doesn't really talk to people, and she wants the lead character of this book to write her biography. So as Margaret is hearing the story, it feels very much like you're being told a ghost story. There is some really gothic stuff happening. It's very lyrical and creepy, and it draws you in because something terrible has happened at the end of this book, but you don't really know what it is. This book just reads very much like a ghost story, so if that's the kind of thing that maybe you'd like to do if you get together with a bunch of people on Halloween, then try The 13th Tale. And my last scenario for Halloween party funness is maybe you don't like to go to the Halloween party, maybe you don't want to celebrate Halloween at all because it's just too darn scary, so you stay home. Scariness is not for you. If that is the case, then I recommend that you try Austenland by Shannon Hale. This is the fluffiest romance that I could possibly find that I have ever read. Basically, it's about this girl, she's obsessed with Jane Austen, but especially the BBC series where Colin Firth plays Mr. Darcy, and she feels no man could ever live up to how wonderful Darcy is, and so she goes on this ridiculous vacation to a place where they make you feel like you're in a Jane Austen book, and of course, romance and shenanigans ensue. So if you're super against feeling spooked, then this is the book that I would go with. It's the cheeriest, happiest book that I could possibly find on my list. So yeah, hopefully I found something for you too. Alright, there you go guys. Those are my various recommendations for activities that you might do at a Halloween party and what books you might want to read if those are your chosen activities. But of course, as usual, I have a couple of quick bonus recommendations. If your favorite thing about Halloween is not going to a Halloween party, but staying back, maybe watching some classic horror movies, like some black and white horror films, I love that, then I think that you should read Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Classic piece of horror, and it's super fun too. And if your favorite thing about Halloween is eating so much candy that you just keep eating and eating and eating it, and then eventually you feel sick and you throw up and you're like, wow, I didn't think there was too much of a good thing, but clearly there's too much of a good thing. Maybe you should try out J.K. Rowling. I think she has some experience in that area. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you found some new recommendations, and have a very spooky Halloween. I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye!